Hey, what's going on, everybody? Getting ready to cut these spring perches off. Cut both of them off because I don't need them anymore because I welded the flip kit brackets on there. So I welded those on there. Now I can cut the factory spring perches off because at this point they're just useless weight. And I bent back both of the dust shields for the rotors. So I got those both bent back into shape. I did that before I started the video. So I got those bent back into shape, getting ready to cut the spring perches off. And then I also ordered everything I need. Well, mostly everything I need for the bag setup in the rear. So those should be here next week or so. So hopefully they can get here sooner, because then I can start working on it in my next two off, which is Wednesday, Thursday. So we can get that set up. But I'd for sure like to get the shocks in today, if I can. We'll see how long it takes me to cut the brackets off the chassis, or not the chassis, the rear axle. So we'll get those cut off and see how long that takes me, because I would like to relax tonight. So we'll see. It's a little chilly out here, but it's not too bad. So we'll get that going and see how far we get. Alright, so hold on. Alright, so here's where I got. Yeah, I got it all ground down. Got them brackets off, got it down, and then ground it down. This is a little bit high yet, so probably go over that a little bit more. This side turned out really well. So that's nice and smooth. So that's what it looks like now. I'll need to go over it a little bit more. Now that I feel it, it's a little bit high right there. Like you can kind of see it a little bit high too, like in the reflection. So yeah, I'll go over that a little bit more yet. And that's what it looked like before. I did cut them tabs off right away too. So I cut those off. And then I'm gonna go through and grind those down. I did have to go back and weld up a little bit because like there's a little bit of undercut from the factory bracket on there, and in a couple spots I did go into the axle a little bit when I was cutting the bracket off, which is gonna happen. I mean, I definitely went into the axle, but nothing crazy, just a little jobber. So just welded it up, ground it down, it's good to go. Yeah, you can really see it now, but it's a little bit higher. Nothing crazy. This one turned out really well. That one's real smooth. But this one you can feel it's a little bit higher, especially right there. So grind that down and get both of those down and weld it up, and she goes back in the truck. So that's where I'm at now. So we'll keep hammering her out and get her back in the truck and get some shocks mocked up. That'd be great to do in one night. Alright, let's get back to it. Alright, so I got the axle in. Looks pretty good. Looks a whole lot cleaner with just the one bracket on there. It's amazing what a little bit of work does. Doesn't have a whole bunch of nonsense going on. And I'm thinking about welding this end too. I'm not sure yet. Might just take a hammer to that and beat that in and then weld that up. I don't know yet. Because then if I leave that open, a whole bunch of crap's going to get in there and it's just going to sit in there. So I'm not sure. But I got some weight on the back of the chassis. Not enough, because I'm sure that bed weighs more than 100 pounds. I would assume it probably weighs about 300, maybe a little more. I'll have to check and see if there's any info out there on the interwebs and see if I can get a weight for that. But I did a little bit of measuring and whatnot just to see where everything's going to kind of end up. And I almost really can't do much until I get my bags. So I think this is kind of where I'm going to cut it off. I'd like to keep going on it, but I mean, it's a little late and there's not really much more I can do, at least back here anyways. I mean, there's stuff I can do up front, but I'm going to concentrate on the back for now so I can get this, you know, good to go before I tear into another project, because I almost consider that a different project. You know, it's same truck, different project, but that way, you know, I'm not blasting the whole truck apart. You know, I just got a section, so that way I don't end up with something like that or like that. Because I'm definitely trying to get this back on the road as soon as possible, hopefully by the end of this month. But yeah, that's where I'm at with it now. So next video I'll get out will probably be when I have the bags and everything, because I'm going to come out here and I'm going to keep putzing on it, but nothing crazy. Like if there's something that I'm going to do to it, you know, that, you know, would work well with the video, I'll record that. But I'll probably just keep coming out here and cleaning everything up and getting everything ready for sandblasting and all that stuff until my other parts show up. So that'll probably be, hopefully, you know, on my 2 off, but we'll see. It'll probably be, you know, next week for my 5 off, which will be a 2 off. So, but I'm going to call it right there, and I'll see you guys later. Until then.